Welcome, this is Matt Stamos with JB&A, and today we're going to do a brief demo on working with P2 Media and CatDV. Okay, the first step in checking to make sure you're ready to bring in P2 Media, or any MXF media for that matter, is to go into your preferences and check the registration button here and make sure that your license type includes the words MXF. In addition to the CatDV MXF option, you will also need suitable codec support. I'm using support from Calibrated Software, but there's other vendors that also make QuickTime MXF support. So the first step is to simply drag and drop P2 Media right into the CatDV interface. As soon as we do that, the cataloging process will begin analyzing the media and maintaining the content structure of each P2 card. So the way CatDV handles the P2 file structure is very simple. We make in CatDV what is termed a metaclip. So if I look under my filter section over here, Format, MXF Metaclip, I can see these are the various formats of video essence that I have in my P2 cards. And if I look at the individual P2 media here, I can see it looks and feels in CatDV like a flattened QuickTime movie. I can change my various views. Look at the thumbnails, for example. But more importantly is underneath the hood, I'm maintaining the P2 metastructure. So if I right-click on this media and go down to Reveal in Finder, we're going to show that this is maintaining the P2 content structure. Now, I can also look at this, click on this summary button up here and get a deep look into all the metadata associated with this P2 card, all the way down to the model of the camera, even the serial number of the camera, and then we can see there's various metadata fields that were populated on the camera. We're reading this stuff directly from the P2 XML. Not only can we read the P2 XML, but I also have a tool that allows me to write back to the P2 XML. So I can export my metadata from CatDV back to the XML that travels with the P2 media. So once we have the P2 media in CatDV, we can do a lot of different things. For example, we can type in notes, so we can make notes. We can add additional markers. I can even choose with CatDV's export menu to write these markers and extra metadata back to the P2's XML. Not only that, I can choose to subclip this stuff, so I can subclip my media. And so if I go to logging, convert markers to subclips, we'll go ahead and subclip this media and give me P2 subclips that I can then use as individual clips. Drag and drop them into NLEs, export them as new files, work with them just like we would work with any subclips. So not only can I play back and view P2 media in CatDV in its native format, I can also export it as a new movie or create a proxy. To create a proxy, I simply go to Media and Build Proxy Movies, and CatDV will transcode my P2 video into a proxy movie. Click away, click back on, and I can see now my proxy tab is highlighted, and here's a proxy movie of my content. And we can see that this is, significantly more pixelated and broken up, but it's also much smaller. If I choose to export a full ProRes file out of here, I can simply go to Export Movie, select Recompress, QuickTime Movie, traditional settings here, go select ProRes, okay, choose my location, and I'm now exporting a ProRes of this AVC Intra P2 media. Also, much of what I've shown you today can be automated using CatDV's worker node. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to check out more info at jbanda.com.